Morning, Derek. I gotta be quick. It's starting to snow up here in Connecticut, and I don't want this baby to sit out here for too long. But I at least gotta use the daylight so you can see what I'm working with, alright? Here it goes. I got it all cleaned up, like I said yesterday. I gotta show you the interior. I gotta be quick. And let's see if I can get enough light in here. This is the dash, all set up. You got a little bit of the old school steering wheel wrap right here, but obviously you can do whatever you want with that. It's really comfortable. This is a power brakes and power steering, and I will warn you, the steering on this thing is unbelievably soft, unbelievably responsive, and you can use your pinky to steer this car. This car was the, old school Cadillac. It actually has most of the old school Cadillac components, steering components and things of that nature. There isn't really much you got to do to turn this thing or stop this thing. It's got front disc brakes, rear drum brakes, all brand new. Let me show you the dash. As I was mentioning, it is a standard slot. Okay, there's nothing, any standard radio would work. I used to have a Clarion DVD touch panel that would flip in, if it would flip out. I'd have at least a 6-inch monitor here, and it would just fold back down and slide in. Other than that, this is cool. This is your heating and air conditioning, pretty standard. Air conditioning to the left, heating to the right, low, high goes down. These are your vents. And typical, right? This is the old school clock right there. This here's your speed. And then on this one here, this is your fuel. Okay? Windshield wipers, lights, your alternator generator display, and your turn signal. You know how it is. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Let's see what else we got back here. Back seats. These are the old school bench seats. Like I said, completely done up. It was done up a very long time ago, but obviously I kept it in very good condition, as you can tell. There isn't really much maintenance that you need to do to these cars other than just keep this interior nice and dry and clean and brushed off, and you'll be good to go. Alright, so let me back out here so you can see the rest of it. As you can tell, all these doors and all the joins, everything was lined up perfectly. Alright, let's see if I can stand back here so you can see this, but check it out. Sweet. Car's on the dime. All the body panels, everything's lined up correctly. All the seams cleaned. Alright. It's a sweet car, Derek. I hate to see her go, but I'm actually glad to see her go to a new home and someone who wants her just as much as I did. But like I said, I got to finish my 68. Let's walk around here. Like I said, I'm going to show you the engine compartment, because I want you to see this engine compartment. One thing I want you to be aware, you don't open the hood from the inside of this Classic, okay? I'm going to show you where you actually hang on to it. Right in here, you see this little black tab that's hanging right here. I'm going to see, you don't see me pull on it. See if we can get a better angle. See how I pull on it right here? You pull on it, and that opens the hood. Now, I got to hang on to it and pull the hood, so just give me a second, okay? Hang on. Okay, I'm back. I got it. So, you just got to open this bad boy up. It's a big ass hood. There's a lot of steel in here. Alright, this is your motor. I want to turn around here. I want to show you. This is an aluminum 3-core radiator. 2.5 times bigger than the original. Big bucks here. This thing cost me about $400. You also have a electronic pull fan right here. That's all wired up correctly to a thermostat that's right in here. So when the intake gets hot and the coolant gets hot, it's registered in that thermostat, runs through the line, it automatically activates that fan, and it starts to cool the fins through the aluminum radiator. Power brakes, power booster, Morosa Ultra 40 big monster cables, electronic HEI coil ignition with an ultra high voltage 20,000 volts coil pack inside to fire the platinum plugs in here. Standard filter, 98 amp alternator for the car, including the sound system. As you can tell, there is no fan. Obviously there's no fan because it actually robs you of RPMs and the ability to get this car on the road moving a lot faster. That fan is far better, high efficiency. Huge battery. I'm not gonna lie to you, this thing is huge. This thing has got 800 core cranking amps. It's actually ideal for the cold winter weather, but of course it will do its job all year round. Brand new, by the way. You can tell by the date, May 2011. Another thing, this is your Farad cap. This is your big boy. I don't have this hooked up to the power supply because I'm not running the radio yet. But you see the size of that cable? That runs all the way through the trunk, which I'm about to show you. Now, as we discussed, want to keep stay honest with you, stay open. This crack, okay, this crack is in the wheel well. It's plastic, but as you can tell, you can drive the car, you can do whatever you want to do with this car. Plastic cap. You can buy this at Original Parts Group, and it costs you about $100 and whatever to ship it, but nothing major, right? I'll show you the wheel. Here's the wheel. You can see the components right here, and there isn't really much going on in here either. And again, there's nothing obstructing it. It's just a little crack in here, but that can be replaced. Nothing to concern yourself with. Alright, so I'm back up. Keep looking at the car. Like I said, I'm going to take some wide, see if I can take some wide body shots. Got the entire neighborhood out here watching me do this video for you. Let me grab the key from the interior so you can see what I can open the trunk for you. Obviously, you can, you're ready to do what you want to do to this car, whichever way you got to do it. But I tell you, there isn't much for you to do in here. Probably a little air freshener because it's going to be sealed in the garage, and you also have to consider the shipping time when it gets to you. But since it's fabric, the interior is fabric, you can do your thing and you'll be good. Not a big deal. Let's open the trunk for you. Let's see, round key is your trunk key. All right. Be careful, this thing flies up. Okay, that's all the original jacking instructions of the vehicle. It's not necessarily in focus, but you'll read it when you get it at home. See that monster cable I talked to you about in the front? That's that big boy right there. That runs the power supply to your amps and anything else you want back here. Alright. Can't get too much lighting in here, but again, whole trunk been cleaned out, detailed. It's been blasted with a rubberized coating for obvious conditions. This is a classic car, so any preventative measures to remove rust or take care of rust or prevent rust is the way to go. There's one very interesting little bit of detail that you'll appreciate. This vehicle is originally from the Hudiburg Jones Chevy dealership in Amarillo, Texas. Okay, I want to tell you something. This H Right here, there should be an H right there. It's called Huddy-Berg and Jones Chevy dealership in Amarillo, Texas. So, Derek, this car is going back home. That's what you got to know. That H is inside the car in the ashtray or the glove box. So, when you get it home, you want to hook it up, want to get it back on the road with the original, or you can have somebody else make it for you in plastic or CNC a piece of aluminum or stainless steel and hook it up, put it back on the car. I recommend doing that. That's nostalgic, and that'll set off the car. Let everybody know what you're working with. Let me back up, give you the clear view of the vehicle from the back. Serious body lines, seriously straight car, seriously great. I'm telling you, this is beautiful. Oh, and one more detail. Back in the days, they tell me these seats were called SOB seats. Slide over baby. When you actually take a corner, take a turn, you got your lady sitting next to you. When you take one of them quick little turns, she had no choice but to slide over and she ended up right on your lap. So, you're going to be chilling. This is a lovely ride. One thing I recommend doing, obviously, as you can see, the weather is starting to snow and it's going to start getting thicker. I'm anticipating this weekend about 6 to 8 inches of snow. Another thing I want to show you before I go is this baby turns on a dime. As far as the ignition and everything is concerned, it lights right up. And I want you to see it and I want you to hear it. Get the key in the ignition and show you what's up. There she goes, man. I want you to hear this motor. All right, Derek. This is another one that's going on your way, man. I talk to you. Be safe, be good. And I hope you enjoy it, man. Take care of yourself out there. I'll be in touch.